That in a theater as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Go see that this weekend because, there's another one that came out this weekend that I did not go see.
Because he's lucky.
And that is going to be our next discussion, which is Flatliners. The remake, guys. We're not back in 1990.
Yes, it did.
This
Directed
is
by
not a
Joe.
re-release of the 1990 film.
Although I
which
think it would have been better.
Yes, the old Schumacher classic, 1990s Flatliners, which is not what we're discussing right now. This is the 2017. Don't
Sequel.
know the director. Sequel.
Yeah, this is
Sequel, quote.
Sequel.
Quote, unquote, sequel, guys. If you're only listening to the audio version, there are quotes and unquotes around the sequel part. Are we allowed to talk about it without... Is that a spoiler? That's not a spoiler.
Look, they advertise it as a sequel. They
advertise it as a sequel, but
it's not.
It's not a
It's
sequel.
really not a sequel at all.
Okay, so we'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and let you summarize this real quick, and then I might have a few questions. But you go ahead and just go into your review, and I'll see if I have any questions at the end.
Okay. The movie starts, and Ellen Page's character. I don't remember Andy's character's name. It's not that memorable.
Don't worry about it. You've already forgotten, which is good.
Okay, good. Ellen Page's character is going down the road, down on a bridge. She's playing with her phone. Her little sister's in the seat next to her. She's texting somebody, and then all of a sudden they get into a car crash. They flip and fall off the bridge, and then it cuts to 9 years later, and she's in a hospital working with a patient who was waking up from a seizure. And then the patient turns to her and asks, "Did you lose somebody?" And that thread is never picked up ever again. So then they cut to her later asking everybody, "Hey, come meet me at the basement at midnight," And then she explains the concept of what they want to do, what she wants to do them to do to her, which is the flatlining concept of, I'm gonna cool my body down, then I want you to inject me with this, and then hit me with the defib, stop my heart, and then scan my brain activity for a minute, then bring me back. They do it. And then all of a sudden she comes back and she could remember all these different events and moments from her past and all this and all like that. And then all of a sudden, one by one, with the exception of one character, they all go flatline and they all have their own experiences and all that. And then something follows them out from flatlining, and then all of a sudden they all have to face what they're guilty of doing, or this presence will kill them.
Boy, that's a long summary. That is a lot.
And they executed it all poorly.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's just, I was sitting there watching this movie. I'm like, okay, it starts off like a TV show. Like you have your opening stinger, the credits.
So you think this played off better as a made-for-TV movie?
No.
No.
Nothing would have saved this movie. It was nothing was salvageable in this movie at all. Nothing. The acting was bad. The characters were not memorable. There were next to no scares. They had jump scares that didn't work.
The one thing I noticed when I was watching, just from the trailer, which is all I had to see, I can tell where they shot this movie because it's mostly Canadian actors.
Yes, yep, it's Canada.
Nina Dobrev, Ellen Page, all famous Canadian actors. So,
they filmed it in their backyard.
And I can tell just from that there, because it's so much cheaper to shoot movies in Canada that the budget was probably
it was like $19 million.
non-existent. So with that being said, what was a lot of computer CGI?
The most CGI thing I can remember for the movie were the most CGI thing I can remember were the flatline experiences each character had. That was about it.
Now, is this a horror movie?
It tries to be a horror movie.
It tries to be a horror movie.
Tries to be.
Okay.
But it fails miserably because, like I said, if at least on some level, the jump scare is supposed to work.
Right.
And it don't.
Now, character development. Is there any of that?
What's that in this movie?
What's that in this movie?
What is character development?
There is no character development in
everybody is just playing a type.
Okay.
You have Ellen Page, who is the determined the determined scientist just trying to figure out whether this will really work. You have the rich playboy. You have the book nerd who is trying to deal with their overbearing parents.
So if this is supposed to be a sequel, from what I was gathering from the trailer, Ellen Page and them were acting like this. They're the first people to do this. If they're not the first people to do this because everybody had already done it in the first movie, what's going on there? Did they try
And
to
that's
act like
why I
this?
said sequel in air quotes. Kiefer Sutherland is in this movie. Yes, he has a cane and a limp based on the events from the first Flatliners movie.
I know, like, one of the most recent Flatliners trailers, he's in for like a frame, literally in the trailer. He's in 2 scenes.
He's
in 2 scenes.
And in each scene, no, I'll take that back. He's in 3.
3 scenes. Okay.
He's in each scene. He's their teacher, and that's it.
All right.
He makes no mention of the first. There's no mention of the first movie. There's no even name dropping him. Like, hey, check out this research I found, and it is his research. There's none of that.
Yeah, I mean, I gathered that they weren't trying to get people to go back and watch the first one before this because it's the same title.
Yeah,
Flatliners.
Yeah,
Flatliners.
but why even cast Kiefer Sutherland as the same character?
Because I guess they were trying to get in at least that little bit, a handful of people that watched Flatliners back in 1990 to come see this. Because he's not somebody that's going to bring anody into a movie theater unless it says 24.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out why did this movie exist?
It shouldn't have.
It really shouldn't have.
Maybe somebody had the rights to it and they didn't. I don't even know.
I'm thinking the rights to Flatliners were getting ready to expire. They were getting ready to sell them off to somebody else, and then they decided to remake it to reclaim the copyright or something like that.
They throw a small budget at it and hope to make a bit of a profit.
Mm-hmm. I imagine this is going to be like years down the road. They're going to have like an anniversary edition of the 1990s Flatliners, and this is just going to be a pack-in bonus. I don't see anyone wanting to even buy this movie on Blu-ray.
So you don't recommend it on Blu-ray? You don't recommend it in theaters, do you?
No.
So
I don't even recommend it watching it on like TBS. No, this would be on TNT. I don't recommend it on TNT.
USA, WGN.
Yeah, no. It come on 4 a.m. still saying, wake up and change the channel. Go out of your way. Even if your TV is off and you see that this is coming on late at night, I want you to wake up, turn to that channel, then change away from it, then go back to sleep. This movie is that bad.
So we just talked about American Made, which was our highest reviewed movie so far for the year at 95. It's tied with something else. I don't remember what we tied it with.
Wasn't it Good Time?
No, not Good Time. Good Time's at like an 85, I think. Let me pull that up real quick because it is
Logan Lucky.
Logan Lucky.
Yeah.
Logan Lucky, I believe. Yes.
Yeah, but Flatliners, it gets about a 2 from me.
2.
A 2.
A 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10.
So that's a 20.
That's a 20. Yes.
So that is an F.
That is
rotten.
That is it's sitting at 0% on Rotten Tomatoes right now. So I'm not alone in that.
That's fairly generous then.
Yeah.
If you
yeah.
think about it.
The only reason why I give it a 2 is because I saw a movie today.
Right.
I did see a movie, so I can't be too mad at it. But and I also will say that some of the music from some of the party scenes was okay. But I'm not recommending you to go see a movie just to hear some EDM.
Oh, so the music is the only redeemable part.
Yeah, and it's not even good EDM. It's just, hey, that's kind of catchy EDM. But outside of that, don't waste your time, money.
Wind River is the only. We didn't talk about this on any of our things because this was like around the time we were shooting our second episode. For some reason, I didn't mention it. But I saw Wind River. I enjoyed it. I'm not going to review it here, but I gave that the 95.
Oh, okay.
So Wind River and American Made are right now tied for our top 2 movies of the year. And where this is sitting, it's going to go with 20%. It's going to be our lowest reviewed movie, just below Birth of the Dragon. So if you guys have been keeping up, I don't know if we're going to add this into our website or anything, but right now we'll go ahead and say at 95%, And I'm going to build this list up with other movies that I've seen earlier this year. But just since we've been doing the show, these are the movies
that we have
so
far.
So American Made.
Oh yeah, shout out to Alex Smith for the ones who wrote for writing the written reviews that are also tabulated into our score list as well.
Yes. So yeah, American Made and Wind River. Wind River I just put in independently, just myself. I'd seen on my own 95%. And American Made 95%, which you and I put in, and that's our average score, 95. So yeah, you saw Flatliners by yourself, thank goodness.
Yes.
And hopefully
he was spared today.
Yes, because I had to work and he had the day off. So
yeah, I saw Flatliners, unfortunately, and I regretted it.
I mean, yeah. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
that's our review of his review of Flatliners.
Yes, and that's going to be the only review of Flatliners.
So we're gonna look forward to the end of the year when we get to talk about our top 5 best and top 5 worst movies.
So this is shaping up real nice to be like. This is so far a top contender.
Yeah, because I've so far. I mean, we had a bad summer. I'm gonna go ahead and say that we had a very bad summer for movies.
A lot of the movies I never saw, so
thank goodness we weren't doing the show then, or we would have been talking about bad movie after bad movie. We had like Transformers. Sorry, Transformers.
The Last Night. No, that's not done. Let's not do that to ourselves.
Oh, we have a comment.
Oh, what is the comment?
I was looking forward to seeing. This is from Night Hippie Chick. Nice. I was looking forward to seeing this movie, but I won't waste my money on it. Thanks for the heads up.
No problem. Go if you want to spend money on Flatliners. Go buy the 1990s one. I hear it's much better put together than this one was.
Yeah, and plus, if anything, this movie will make more people
go see the original
than that saw it in the 90s.
Yeah. Because now I want to see what was so good to make this one make them want to make a sequel.
Right. So. I have not. I am with you. I have not seen it. Joel Schumacher. He did not do anything that since I've been born that was ever any good. So it does not make me want to go and see any of his prior work from before I was born.